Hello, beautiful, amazing, fantastic world, and you, wonderful, wonderful individual personality, you. Today, I would like to speak about the balance of our inner faculties, thinking, feeling, and willing, and, well, introducing a fourth part to our, threefold balance in a sense, and that would be love. For love is a force that invigorates, gives vitality and health, brings about color and warmth to life, and it begins in the most elementary, rudimentary stages, as in first in familial love, blood tie love, and in the love for one's country and culture and so on. But when you reach higher and higher stages of love, is when you start to go and see things from higher vantage points, and also coming to contact with the higher wise guidance of the world and of this development in a sense. For as we say, the adversary forces and the turmoil and chaos and all of this is not a development that will last forever, and to hold oneself to faith, love, and hope, balanced with the other four virtues of, justice, judgment, courage, and carefulness. That and of course, faith, love, and hope is something one always strives to sustain within one's being, but it is most easily sustained when you have the proper concepts and knowledge to uphold this kind of sticking to life. For it is not easy to let one's compassion stay in the forefront and tempering and transforming one's passion otherwise to compassion. It is a choice we make, a sacrifice kind of. For as we say, it is easy to let go, but to transform and come forward in compassion, love, and warmth instead is something that is not that easy and far more challenging, and a challenge worthy of the human being, I would dare say. For it is easy to unite in hatred, to unite in something we dislike and disdain. You see it everywhere. But to unite in something one loves, to, well, take the feeling of a loving mother, or a feeling of, a bigger brother that cares for his younger sibling, or a father that, although strict and have his side of discipline and such, still is a loving being, even the higher father, But it is you feel, when you feel that love is rooted in something far more sublime and far greater in scope than we can truly comprehend at this present moment. And it requires us to slowly but surely build this love. And the more we cultivate this, ability to understand love, the more the secrets and the riddles of love is truly showing itself. And to truly go beyond the physical surface level, superficiality, we go deeper into the soul and spiritual aspects of things, like interests, behaviors, thinking, feeling, and will. And, our dedication to a cause and a path, and where we otherwise direct our attention, and what we cultivate throughout our lifetime. And if we choose it for ourselves and choose something to stick by as a matter of, you have been given this chance and opportunity to do so, or if you let life dictate for you where you are dragged and so on, for you have a lot of say in this. It is all about finding for yourself, for we all have our different paths, but it is having a little faith, knowing that you will be shown the proper invitation when you are ready for it. And there is always new invitation constantly. So it's about paying attention every day, all day. All of a sudden we might have missed something. So being aware and awake in the daytime, and to also have the proper warmth and vitality, and the love. It is something you can feel, but it is difficult to put words to, because it is something you hold as a matter of soul spiritual force. You can feel it right now. The Christ had it in most immense of compassion and depth of love as any being can have, and to try to, well, even imitating it is in the end fruitful, because through imitation we, well, find out what it is and become acquainted with it, and then we can get to know it better over time. We are very good at learning through not only imitation, but also through opening oneself up to see it a certain way as another person would see it, from their perspective in a sense. But that is something one train and practice over time. And it is not something that you are just good at after one day of trying. It really is a lifelong experience of seeing. You also get that feeling of once you have studied one area of life, you are compelled to move to another area to see things from another perspective. And so on, we switch around as to become more versatile and malleable, more flexible in our orientation and in our maneuvering in this physical world in combination with the spiritual. And that is also how you keep your inner being sharp and attentive and, well, ever alive. For aliveness is where your consciousness resides, and also your activity in the matter. And going inward, meditating, listening to, well, a variation of things that might stimulate your inner being to, well, both compassion and love, but also to insights and cognition, understanding, comprehension, and to be a little alive with your thinking also. For there is so much to explore being a human being, and there is so much we neglect to explore because we are so busy with, being distracted by a lot of things that can be rooted out, and once you have developed to a certain extent, you will not miss it. But it is all up to every individual one to find out what that is and how they come to that, well, into that growth in the first place. For we all, as I say, bloom at different rates and have different experiences related to these kinds of things. So one will have to, well, sadly enough, in many cases, find out about it for oneself, and take one's time to study and find out about it. And that is a sacrifice, as we say. For either we can sit there scratching our heads wondering what is going on, and I guess we'll never get to know. Or we can get our finger out of the ground and start finding out, researching, studying, being active, alive, having spiritual activity, For when you become idle and stale in a sense, the thing is, nothing is static. So if you move forward, you cultivate, you vitalize, and you spiritualize. But if you stay still, you wither away in a sense. That is the difference. So inner vitality and love is, well, the most vitalizing force that exists. Especially the deeper you come into it, the higher the love, For the first hierarchy, the hierarchy closest to the Godhead, is operating completely and fully in unconditional, unbridled love. So even to reach to such sublime heights through our emotional understanding is a challenge to say the least. We have a long way to go because, well, we have karma to clear up in, we have stages to reach, development to unfold, so on and so forth. But we will get there with faith, love, and hope. We will be shown when the time is right. And I will leave you with this today, and I will have a weekend break, so we'll see you after the weekend. And may you be protected, guided, blessed, and loved by Father, Holy Spirit, Christ, Michael, ancient masters of old, ancestors from every incarnation, higher hierarchy, and may you be provided for with all that you need to survive, live, thrive, being creative and inspirational and healing to the world, so others can follow when they are ready for it and the time is right. And may you be safe and sound, and see you, and thank you for being supportive, and yeah, goodbye.